Welcome to my stream. I'm Rachel Hogan. This is Rachel Hogan's Art. Welcome to my stream. Give people a minute to get on. I'm actually going to show my face today, which is not what I usually do. And I usually have a microphone. Let's see, can you hear me? I can hear me. I have a cheap phone because I don't know how to stream with more than one thing. All I know how to do is stream with a camera. So my cell phone is my camera. And tonight we're painting these metal fish. I've been working on a mural, and somebody painted all these fish gold. They're metal fish. And so I'm going to paint stripes on them. I painted them all yellow. So we went from gold to yellow. And I think we might put an eye on them maybe later. But we're going to start out painting these cute little fishies. So I'm just giving people a minute to get on, checking my brushes. I have water, although it's dirty water because I was painting something else earlier. Also, we got this sign, which probably looks backwards writing because it's in a camera. But when I don't know. Anyway, it's for a directional sign at a restaurant saying this vineyards is this many miles away, and I had to do all the lettering on here. So we've got lettering, we've got fish. It's going to be a fun night. So I'm actually trying to be brave enough to show my face and not just what I'm painting, which may or may not be a good idea. I'm not sure yet. That's yet to be determined. I know my glasses reflect a lot of light, and it's really bright. But it's bright because I want you to be able to see what I'm painting, although it's flat on the table. Normally it's this close to the camera. So we've got our metal fish. They were all painted copper, like coppery colors. And then I'm like, I'm going to put them on a wall in a restaurant where I'm painting a mural, which is fabulous. So let's get painting these fish. So first of all, we're just going to use our brush. This is a small brush. And we're going to paint stripes on it. This is a number, whoa, it says 74 flat. I've never heard of a 74, but this says it's 74. Also, I have a number 4 Artify brush and a number 8 Chocola brush. We got all these different brands to try out, and we'll see which one we like the best. So let's go ahead and we'll do this lettering here in just a little bit, because I do want to finish that. Once you start something, it's hard not to finish it. Although I have like several things I've started and haven't finished it. Now I'm changing my mind because I really want to get this lettering done. So I have a little thing of white. I didn't need it like a whole palette because I'm only using white for the lettering since I already colored the sign, which is pointing 1,475 miles that way. So it's not really going to be an educational night. It's going to be I need to get this done night for my mural. And just kind of relaxing as usual because I love relaxation. Hey, what does that say? Carislan 1. How Very nice streaming, lady. Thank you. I'm sure you meant that nicely. Oh, hey Google, stop. I set an alarm and I turned it off, and it's reset itself. Crazy. I set alarms for everything. I have to because I forget everything. I have too many things to remember. So I just like set alarms for myself. So we're just getting this done. Now I remember why I'm not using this brush. I had one picked out. I tried out different brushes, and the best one that works for the lettering is this really short bristly brush, which I am very skilled at dropping. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So to do the lettering on this sign, I actually had to count out how many letters there were. It's so quiet. You know, when you're live streaming, it just sounds like you're talking to yourself because I can't hear anybody else that's on here. And oh, thank you for asking, Kara Slan. I'll just say Kara, is that cool? This line was cut out. It's really long with a point on it. It's just somebody's like the name of somebody and how many miles it is. Because I live in Florida and we get a lot of tourists in Florida. And I'm gonna sip my drink here. But we have a lot of tourists and they come to visit. Sometimes they stay for um, the winter because it's so warm down here in the winter and it's so cold up in North America. So they like to leave what happens is at this restaurant where I'm doing a mural is people will donate like $100 or something toward the local food bank, and and then they match it. Somebody else matches like $200 toward it. So they pay for the sign with their name, and this one is Bone Valley Vineyards, and it's 1,475 miles in wherever they live. I think it's Michigan or something. I'm not really sure. Actually, yeah, I think it is in Michigan. But they didn't tell me to write Michigan on the sign, so I'm just writing the name and how many miles away it is. And then the sign gets put up on the wall in the restaurant. And Tony, hey, yay, Jang Raid, woo, love you. Derek, thank you. Yes, that's great news. Ava, hey, Mama Jang, what's up? Thank you for joining me. You guys are awesome. So I was just explaining the sign. Once I'm done making the sign, Kara Slan, it goes up on the wall in the restaurant. After they donate like $100 toward this the local food bank, and I'm still not done with it, but I have to get it done. So they donate $100 toward the local food bank, and then I think the food bank or whoever sponsors it, they match it with another $100 or $200, and we put the sign up inside the restaurant in Florida, which it is warm and wonderful to live here. Sometimes it's too warm. It's been 90 degrees, and hey, Young Plays, hola, hello. I don't know why I said hola. Oh, so it goes up on the wall and it just stays there. This restaurant has a really big indoor and outdoor bar restaurants, both indoor and outdoors. It's like a tiki hut, but a really big one. And so this will go up on the wall in there. There's probably like 100 signs. So you can go to Paradise Grill in Florida and get a sign made. And I'm the one painting the signs. It was someone else, but they moved away. And so she asked me to do it since I already do the murals um, on the walls there, uh, which is really cool and fun to do. And right now I'm in the middle of doing the inside restaurant area, and I'm doing like an underwater scene, like coral reef and seagrass. And she has a bunch of metal fish is what we're also painting tonight. So these were the metal fish. They were painted copper, I think. And then I decided to paint them yellow, which I already did. And then tonight we're going to paint on stripes. And they'll kind of wind up this way. That's actually the top fin. And we'll put a little eye on there. Tony. Let's see. Karis Lane, cool. Yeah, it is for charity. Yes, thank you. Bayo, hey, happy Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. I've got my tea. What are you all drinking? I love tea. All right. So you also can request what color your sign's going to be. This is one of the signs I'll be painting. I am painting. And then I have another one that's going to be in hunter green. I'm not usually on camera. Yes, iced tea. It's hot here. Hi, Kelsey. Thank you. Oh yes, the fishes, they're fun. And so there's actually a lot of different types of metal fish on the wall. And so I'm painting like the entire wall with like seagrass and corals. And I haven't posted on my video yet on my YouTube channel because I've been so busy painting, and then I get home and I'm super tired, which is no excuse for not posting my shorts. But anyway, so I'm painting all of that, and then we put the fish back up. It's metal art done by somebody else that she has in there. But this one, it was so boring. We're painting it a fun color. So that's what we're doing tonight. This is going to be another sign I'm working on. And so you pick your color, the people pick it. This one is Berkshire Tiki. And this one here is Bone Valley Vineyards. And it's spelled B-O-Y-N-E. Does that look backwards to you? It looks kind of backwards to me. Hudson and Christian, hello. Welcome to my stream. Hope y'all going well. Young Tennessee fishing guy. Nice. I think that sounds kind of weird, my bad. Young Tennessee fishing guy, what's wrong with that? I love fishing and fish, and I eat fish. I like to eat fish. Fishing is fun. Have any of you ever been fishing? And if you have been fishing, what's the biggest fish you've ever caught? That's the next thing. Oh, so to do the lettering, oh, this is fun. I get to count out how many letters there are because I want to make sure it goes across the sign evenly and nicely. So I took a ruler and counted the letters and measured it all out, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Luckily, because it's in a restaurant that is laid back, they like it when it's not too, it's not like a business sign. It's more like a fun sign. And that's my life is fun. You know, it's all about fun. So yeah, what do you think, Bayo? Do you like to have fun? I know I do. Young boys. Young Z plays. Oops, I said young boys. Young Z plays. Hello, I missed you. I didn't see you there till just now. Welcome to the stream. And was anybody playing chess with Jang, my awesome son? And I hope he told you where he learned that, because someone had to teach him how to play chess. And guess who that was? My dad taught me to play chess when I was a girl. and my older brothers and sisters. And I don't know why. Back in the day, that's what you used to do. You played board games and chess and checkers and candy. What was it called? There's Candyland, Candyland, I think. Yeah, and the one with the money and you buy houses. Um, with the little guy with the weird glasses. What was that? And you had to buy all the houses. I think it was called Monopoly. Monopoly. Yeah. And Karis Land. Monopoly. Yes, you got it. Pretty cool. Yeah, Monopoly, which I always lost at. So, but I still would play. I always thought, oh, maybe I'll win one of these times. I think one time I did win. Yay. That was fun. You win fake money. And I guess you could compare that to real life Monopoly. A lot of people, monopolies in real life are actually illegal, although there are some. That's my brain. Let's go back to art. Art, art, art. So I'm going over this. And then one more thing too, I use chalk to outline my letters. And I did learn when you're going to use white lettering, do not use yellow chalk to make your letters because it will blend into your white paint. Carisland. It's a game that teaching the concept of capitalism for the children. Yes. Isn't that wonderful? And anyway, when we're done, I don't know if you can see this little yellow line here. You can just erase it or paint over it. It comes right out with my finger. So, but it kind of adds, it makes like a little yellowy glow around the letters. So I guess that's okay. So I'm doing 2 coats of white. And then we'll be doing, and thank you for rating me, Tony. You're so awesome. I appreciate it. It's making my Thursday night. I'm telling you what. And I hope everybody enjoys watching me paint because I'm not really teaching anything. Well, sort of. I mean, if you're going to do lettering, it's good to measure it out in advance, where you're going to put your letters, how big they're going to be, how many there are. So you do have to be able to count. Or if you're just copying shapes, that's okay too. There's so many different kinds of art. Like I could make this in any kind of font I want, but I chose block lettering because both of them are businesses. Sometimes it's just people, regular names like Sarah Geller or John Smith or something, you know. And usually people put the state they're from. When they come visit Florida, they put like Michigan, 1,400 miles that way or whatever, wherever they're from. So that's kind of a fun thing that we have in Florida is visitors every winter. It's good and bad because it's good for the economy, but really bad for traffic and driving. And right now most of them have gone up back north to Wisconsin, Michigan, New York, wherever they're from. And so the traffic is a lot lighter right now. And the beaches are definitely not as crowded. I went to the beach today. Oh my gosh, the water in the Gulf right now is 83 degrees and the wind's blowing nice. And so there's a really nice breeze. And it was perfect weather for swimming. So I actually swam and I had goggles, so because I wanted to see what was under the water. Because we have sharks and all kinds of things here in the water, Florida. Mm. Terrace Land. Oh, you watched Dexter? Oh yeah, he's the Miami side. Yeah, that's kind of that's Florida, one part. I watched Dexter. That was a really good movie, or series, I should say. Yeah, really interesting. I don't watch um it anymore. I just watch the main ones, but I had enough Dexter. It was really good while it was there, but I had enough of it. And in Florida, you gotta watch out for gators. Soko M5Y, hello, hello, and thank you very much. Um, you milk from the same cow twice. Okay, I mean, Sokol M5Y says, have you ever wondered if you have bought milk from the same cow twice? I've actually never, if you think about it, I've never bought milk from a cow. It's usually from a store. I'm just messing with you. Um, but yes, I don't really drink cow milk. But if you're talking about if you got milk from the same cow twice, it's possible. Um, that's a good question. Not a lot of people think about that kind of question. I think that's very interesting that you even thought to think that question. Aw, thank you. But no, I'm not. I'm gonna have to decline politely. Let's everybody have a sip of tea. It's Thirsty Thursday. Let's all have our tea. Mm, tea is good. Mm, I spilled. Thirsty Thursday drinks. Mm. When I lived in New York, they used to have this big party every Thursday. It was really fun. Um, it was downtown. They'd have like a band. Sometimes they'd have two or three bands every Thursday, every week. And so the city I lived in, upstate New York, was just like a big party Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday you got to recover so you could go back to work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So really it was kind of like only Thursday, like 4 days of work. It was pretty cool. It was really fun. They said, don't give up on your dreams. So I went back to sleep. I like that. That's funny. There's not a lot of jokes that make me laugh, but I like that one. That's a good one. I like to laugh, so jokes are good. Okay, so 14. This is Boyne, I think I'm saying it right. Boyne Valley Vineyards. And I looked it up, and it's in Michigan. And oh, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say, but Petoskey, Michigan. Um, so once I'm done painting the sign here, that will be put up on the restaurant wall, we'll start painting our fish. Kelsey, I miss you, girl. How's the workout coming? If you're still here, let me know. Thumbs up if it's good. And the weather in Florida is wonderful. Oh, I was talking about when I went swimming at the beach this morning. I worked on a mural, and then I went, oh, shoot. When you make a mistake, have a Q-tip ready. So you can erase it. And a little bit of water. All better. Takes that right off. Also, I learned that Q-tip and a little bit of vodka um, will erase acrylic paint. So if you make a mistake when you're painting an acrylic on wood or something, you can use a little bit of vodka on a Q-tip or an eraser. Isn't that funky? I think it's pretty funky. So I don't have any music playing. They did the update on my cell phone that, well, not just my cell phone, but everybody's cell phone. And it cuts out like if it hears talking, it'll cut out one talking and focus on the other talking. So my voice would just be cutting in and out all night. And when I played back my videos, I was like, really? That's crazy. But so I like to have music in the background because I don't like silence. So I'm trying to talk more, which wears me out. I am not normally a huge talker. I'm more of a listener. And I just made another little mistake. It's so little, but I see it. So once this dries, I'm going to take and erase all the little, I'm going to hold it close so you can see the yellow lines on there. And I'm just going to erase all these little yellow lines so we won't see those anymore. And then it'll be hung up on the wall. So let's let that dry. Next, we'll paint our fish. Now this brush is pretty small and it's got short bristles, which is great for lettering, not so great for long strokes when you're painting a fish. So we want to make sure that we have our, I really do need my tea. I think it's like cinnamon and something. It's really good. I put honey in it. So a longer bristle brush is better for longer strokes. So instead of lettering, we're going to be doing little fishies. Okay, so this one I kind of finished because I was trying it out earlier. Now we're going to start with white stripes. I'm going to go over these white stripes to make them whiter. Got lots of paint on the brush. And what are you paying? I thought, beautiful. Everybody makes mistakes. Maybe you won't notice it so much that way, but how else are you going to learn? I think next time I won't put my face on the camera. I think I'll just stick to my normal way of doing my art, which is having the camera directly over it while I talk and you can't see me. But I'm adding another layer of white. And we'll let that dry. And then do the next one. And I just have to pick where am I going to put the white stripe? Where am I going to put the stripes? Because it's not laid out for me. I have to use my imagination. But all the fish don't have to be exactly alike because it's art. And that's the joy of art, is it's art and it's interpretive. However, I do want them as close as possible. So I'm going to hold this up and kind of see where I put my line there and try to put it in the same spot here. Making a nice curve so the fish looks like it is, what do you call it? You know, not flat, straight, but the curves make it look like it's got form. I think I got paint on my elbow. All right, come back here, fish. Now I'm trying to focus. I'm not real good at focusing. I get distracted really easily. Everyone says that's ADD. I don't know if it's ADD or ADHD or any kind of those letters. It could be. All right, nice and round. And then I put a little bit of white on the tail. Just like that. You know, if I made a short, I bet the short would be way cooler. And thank you for liking my stream, you guys. I see I've got some likes. Thank you. Let's let that dry. And our last little fishy here, we have 4 of them, and they're all going to on the wall of the restaurant. So that's going to be really good. And they'll go on where I painted the seagrass and the coral. I feel like, oh yes, I was telling you, I was keep forgetting to tell you the end of my story of when I went swimming at the beach earlier today. I put on my clear goggles and I was able to see in the water. And I could not believe my eyes because, well, I want this hair to stay out of my face. While I was swimming in the water, just kind of floating near the shore because I don't want to go out too far. There were people fishing, and sometimes they catch sharks, and I have seen them, and they have caught stingrays, and so I didn't want to go out too far where I couldn't see. So I stayed kind of close to shore, but while I was there, a great big sheep's head fish swam right under me. He was like this big. It was probably bigger. I'd say it was about this big. But and a sheep's head is like a white fish. It's kind of like the shape, kind of like the shape, but a little longer, and like twice as big as this. So yeah, it was probably this big, and he was just right under me, just swimming around under my shadow in the water. And then there was like 3 more like other fish. I didn't know what kind they were. And Karistan, you checked. Some more sincere for the streaming. I think I'm not sure what you mean, but okay. So the fish were it was fun. It was fun swimming with fish. And I had a lot of really big fish underneath of me. So I was holding my breath for a while. I keep putting my elbow in the fish paint. All right. And then we'll put some white here. Now I thought somebody here said they were an artist as well. It could have been from my last stream. I'm working on improving my memory. I just have to remember to do it. All right, so we're gonna paint a little bit of white reinforcement on this fish. I don't know why I want him to have a black and white tail. I just think that yellow fish are so cheerful. And we'll do another little line right here. Just get that white reinforced. Two coats is usually enough for 2 coats of paint. And then we'll do blacks, but I'm going to keep my brushes separate. I'm going to have 1 brush for black and 1 brush for white because I don't want to keep cleaning them. And also, it's good to have a spray bottle to keep your paints wet. This is a palette, a paper palette, and all these colors are dry because I'm reusing this old palette paper. And I just spray it with the water to keep my acrylic paint wet. or to keep it from drying out, and it works really well. All right, now we're going to reinforce our black line, our black stripes. Bayo, yellow elbow. Are they yellow? I can feel paint getting on me. I don't. That's funny. I'm a colorful person. What can I say? I need another joke. Kara Slan, got any more jokes? You had a good one earlier. Oh yes. We need another one. I love jokes. If anybody has a joke, please share it. I love jokes. I love to laugh, and I think that, it's really true what they say, laughter is the best medicine. I don't know how I'm supposed to paint with that in my face. Where's my tea? Cheers to Thursdays. Some good tea. Good tea. And also, does anyone have a favorite fish? Wait, that's a weird question. How about favorite tea or favorite game? What is your favorite thing to do when you relax? Like some people like fishing, some gaming. And even if you're a gamer, it's still nice to relax, maybe doing a different game. So all these fish all over the place. Oh, I thought I would move my palette into view so you could see when I'm picking up white and when I'm picking up black. But anyway, so yeah, it's been really hot here. It's been like in the 90s, and we're starting our hurricane season. So we have storms every single day, somewhere between 3 and 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And it is super, super humid until it rains. I'll have to tell you that. And you just go outside for 10 minutes and sit, even if it's in the shade, and you'll start sweating because it is so humid. He should have an eye, but I'm gonna wait till we're done painting all the fish, and then I think we'll put maybe a happy little eye on him. I'm thinking about it, or maybe just leave him like that. It's a decision. Decisions. I gotta move all of this out of my way. I got too many things on my table. All right. So welcome to my living room. Normally I'm in my art room, and I do have a painting behind me, as you can see, that I did a few years ago. And you can get a print of it. It's a big giant wave, which reminds me of Hurricane Ian, which my son Tony was here. Jang was here when we had Hurricane Ian, the worst hurricane to hit Florida ever. It was quite an event. Karaslan, streaming with face to face. English. Let me read this. It's face to face instead of camera angle on the painting. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Kara. Karaslan or Karaslan? I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I feel really bad. I'll just say Kara. The Kara's, I don't know. I remember names better if I remember the first and last part. So if you have like a 2-syllable name, I will remember your name better. I used to have a hair salon many, many years ago in Seattle area. Seattle, Washington. And I had probably at least 90 people's first and last names memorized. I can't do just first names, but if I do the last name too, which is really weird, I can remember names better that way. Your surname means dark lion. Kara, Kara, that means dark lion. That's cool. My name Rachel means ewe, which is a female sheep. That's kind of nice to know your animal name, what your name means. I like, that's pretty awesome. So I hope you can see what I'm painting. Ooh, I'm getting tired. Oh, Turkish, okay. Kara means dark. Aslan. Aslan is lion. Kara Aslan. Oh, thank you. So Kara means dark and Aslan is lion in Turkish. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you. I love that. So do you have like brothers and sisters with names that are like that too? That's very, I think it's pretty cool to know like what your name means. And I'm trying to put these black lines on in a curve. And there's quite a few ridges on this fish. And there seems to be lumps in my paint because it did start to dry as I forgot to spray it with water for quite some time. It's kind of fun painting objects rather than canvas. This is actually metal art. The paint got through, and plus I had it on a paper towel, so now I have paper towel stuck to the back of this. But live and learn. I'm like, I'll just paint it on this towel. If something has holes in it, do not paint on anything papery or even a towel-y, maybe wood or canvas or something that the paint, when it goes through the holes, it doesn't stick to anything, whatever it is. So good, we have now have two fish painted. Whee! They're going on the wall in the mural at the restaurant. I'm so excited. And I will post these shorts soon. I'll try to do them tonight, actually. I'm always awake until like midnight or 1 in the morning. I have the worst time trying to sleep. And I don't know why I fight sleep like I'm a child for some reason. And I just don't want to go to bed. It's like once it's nighttime, it's like, ooh, everyone else is asleep. I can do what I want. You know, and then I seem to like have this night streak. I don't know what it is. It makes it really hard to get to go to sleep though if you have an early morning. Now I did not do a second coat of white on this. You know what? Since I didn't, I'll just do it after the dark one. That's fine. There's no rules for painting. The rules for painting is there are no rules. That's what I would say. And a little half circle. I'm doing this upside down so you can see it. I guess it doesn't matter. You can see it whether it's upside down or right side up. Should use epoxy to glue it on. Oh, I don't want to glue it on the wall. They're going to just screw it in. And, but yeah, that's a good idea. Epoxy. Oh, yes, epoxy. Yeah, yeah, you could do that actually. Yeah. Thank you for having a solution. So I found that my camera, when I put it on the table, it only goes to this side of the table, and I'm usually in the middle here. So I'm painting way down on this end, which is not what I usually do. And I usually do have better lighting, but because I'm in my living room instead of my art room, this is the lighting we have. And I don't think it really matters tonight anyway. Oh, I forgot his tail. Let's do that. You can see the difference on the tails when you do the tail and if you don't do the tail. And I don't know about the top fin yet, what to do with it. I don't know if I should paint it or not. It really did bring out the tail to put some color there, but I don't really know if I need to do the fin. So anyway, when I was swimming at the beach today, I'm going to finish this story, I swear. When I was swimming at the beach today, so there was one big sheep's head, and then there was another, oh, that looks pretty good. There was three other fish that were like a lighter color. They were kind of like this, but longer and white and thinner. So the sheep's head are fat fish like this, and then the other fish I saw were like thinner fish. And they were kind of stripy, but not super bright. So I'm not sure what kind of fish they were. I wish I knew. There are so many different types of fish in Florida. It's insane. And there's fish I had never even heard of. And their main fish that they love down here, which is really good. Like when I lived in Seattle, I think the most popular fish there was salmon. And I do like salmon. And then the next one, let's see, well, and kingfish, king crabs were really awesome too. But as far as fish go, it was salmon. Hold on. Salmon. I had something in my throat. It's allergies. Down here in Florida, it's grouper. The grouper is a huge, huge fish. Oh, and tuna fish. Oh, I love tuna. Um, no, no, no. These are yellow. Um, these are yellow. Car, car. These are yellow and dark stripes, and they're not poisonous. And the fish in the water, they're kind of like sand fish. They're not poisonous. I know that. There's like a lot of them. I just can't remember the name. And they're not that bright. You can barely even see them. Like if you're standing in the water looking at your feet, you'd have to hold still and really look for a minute because they kind of blend in with the sand. Um, which is funny because they wait for people to walk in the sand and underwater. Where's my black? I'm running out of black. Hold on. I just have a bunch of old paint I'm trying to use up since these, it doesn't have to be perfect like on canvas. Yeah, so anyway, they're I don't know, they're so people don't see these fish because they're almost invisible. I know they're there because I want to see what's in the water all the time. And a couple weeks ago, I went to the beach and I saw a manatee, I think two dolphins, and a snook, which is a type of fish. And thank you for being concerned about me being around poisonous fish, Cara. That's really cool of you. Thank you. And thank you for talking to me tonight because no one else wants to, I guess. It's been very nice conversation. All right, we're just about done. All I need to do is 2 coats So we've got, okay. We've got our fish. Move this out of the way. We've got our fish tonight and our lettering. So I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. And thank you for watching. And I will be cleaning out these lines up after I close out my stream. And thank you, Kara, or Kara. I'm going to say Kara. I think that sounds cooler. Dark Lion, Kara Slan. Maybe you'll come back again. I stream usually every Tuesday and Thursday night here in Florida around 8:30, 8:45 p.m. So this is just about ready to go up on the wall at the restaurant. So yes, have a great night. I was kind of all over the place. I don't know if I even finished any sentences completely or thoughts, but I did try. My focus ability is either I can paint. Oh, you signed up. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, my focus is kind of all over the place. So I'm focusing on like all of this at once, and it's a lot, and streaming. And so it's been wonderful though. I appreciate you guys watching me tonight. I'm gonna turn that off. That's better. It's so bright. But I appreciate you watching tonight, and wow, that's like way better. And I will be posting videos of these fish going up on the wall in a short, probably tomorrow. I think tomorrow they'll be going up on the wall, tomorrow morning. So look for my video on all of these, on my murals, and on these fish that we did tonight that you joined me with. And thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful day if you're somewhere else. I keep putting my elbows on my wet paint. That's what professionals do. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night.